AsSalaamuAlaikum WaRahMahTulahi WaBarakatu, everybody. Ramadan Mubarak. Let's just take a moment to let that wonderful fact sink in. It's Ramadan, isn't it beautiful? I mean, this month of blessings is one to be cherished and one to not be taken for granted because, we won't, there's no guarantee we'll see next year's Ramadan. So, again, Ramadan Mubarak. I hope that your fast is going well, that you are taking it easy. We're fasting, some of us 15 plus hours this year. So, just make sure that you are hydrating at suhoor and at iftar with water preferably, because sodas are bad and juices. I would say as much water as possible. Hydrate, and, eat something nutritious. Make sure that it is going to sustain you somewhat throughout the day. Anyway, I am here because I was supposed to post this last week, but I got sick. I'm sorry, but I'm here. It's Friday. So what I'm going to do is we are going to review the book club selections for this year and also review the first one. So the first book that was on the list this year was Seeds of Righteousness. I hope you picked that one up. It's not thick at all. It's like 72 pages exactly. So this one was a pretty quick read for me. I'm pretty sure for all of us. But book 2, Purify My Heart. Again, not really thick, because I endeavor to pick books that are not that big because I know we have other obligations. And this one is 90 pages long. I can't wait to dive into this one. And we're going to talk about this one in a second. But book 3 is Road to Good Friendship. Very thin. Don't even think this is going to take you a couple of days to read. Only 50-something pages. And the last book on the list this year was Road to Paradise. Now, this one is a little bit thicker than the rest of them. It is 208 pages exactly. You might not finish it in a week. Depends on what you have to do other than, read these 4. And, I know everybody wants to read their Juz of Quran and learn surahs and, go to iftars and, depends on your life, if you're going to get through that one. But, I'm going to try. Inshallah, I want you to try as well because I'm definitely going to review as much of it on the last Friday, inshallah, of this month. So, the first book, okay? First of all, I just want to, this year I chose the books. Last year, you guys helped me choose the list. But this year, I did it again on my own like I did the first year. And this year's the list this year has sort of a theme for me, especially because we're women. I don't know if you subscribe to me or not, but I did a video a little while ago about the little things, sentimentality, ways that we as women can prove to one another that we are actually trying to get to know one another, trying to have a relationship beyond what's on the computer, you know what I'm saying? And this year's book list was sort of following in the path of that theme because I wanted to choose some books that helped us become better women and also, better sisters to one another. And, the last one is Road to Paradise because inshallah that's where we all want to be, especially if we have good friends here. We want to be reunited with them there. So this year's list was sort of, headed down that path. And the first one, Seeds of Righteousness. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, it made me feel very lazy. Like, I try to, post something every day on social media that's sort of, motivational, get those minds going and, especially that theme of togetherness and unity among women. That's my thing. That's my purpose. And aside from being a mom and a wife and a servant of Allah, but I just and it all starts with our character. You know what I mean? So this book for me, it's like it wasn't very long, but it was very powerful because I just felt like there were so many little nuggets of information that I can incorporate into my own character, and you could as well, that would help us become, you know, better Muslim women. Like, people see a kimar and some, you know, assume righteousness. People see a kufi or a thobe on a man and they just, oh man, he must be on his ding. No, because, you know, we are obligated to wear hijab, but a sister in hijab does not mean she's righteous. No, like, it's about, you know, who she is, how she treats people, how much of the, you know, 5 pillars of Islam, how much of it she commits to. You know, that's what makes a person righteous. Like, it doesn't, you know, mean that just because I cover, when I cut this computer off or when I live my life, I'm doing it righteously, because that's not a fact. I try to, you know, and I would hope that Allah is happy with how I'm going about my life, but you know, it's not a good assumption to make about someone just based on what you see on their head. But this book, it just made me want to do so much more. It's like, you know, I'm just not doing enough, in my opinion. But I endeavor to do more, and I'm going to try to do more. And I think, I don't know what you thought. I would love to know what you thought. But for me, it was just like, you know, okay, Aziza, it's like, you know, you thought you was doing something. You're not, because I definitely, I got a lot of inspiration from this book. Page after page, I was just reading it like, subhanAllah, I can do that, you know, subhanAllah, I could do that, you know, and I'm not. So, inshallah, I'm going to try to be a better Muslim woman. I'm going to try to be more charitable. I'm going to try to read more Quran, to worship Allah more, especially now during Ramadan, because this is the month to do it. If ever there was a time, it's now. So, Book 1, Seeds of Righteousness. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, all 4 of them, the list. We have Seeds of Righteousness, number 1. Purify My Heart, number 2. Road to Good Friendship, number 3. And last but not least, Road to Paradise. I'm like twirling right here. Road to Paradise is book number 4. I pray that all of these books are beneficial for you. I started this you know, this thing, our book club, because, you know, why can't we get together and talk about books that are, you know, about Allah and His Messenger, that are about making us better women, and that are about trying to ensure that although the majority of the inhabitants of the fire will be women, inshallah, they, you know, won't be us. So it won't be the believers. It will be among the few who get raised up and who Allah is pleased with. And our books are handed to us in our right hand, and our scales tip in the right direction. He has mercy on us. He forgives us, and we cross the Sirat safely. There's nobody waiting for us on the other side, and inshallah, we enter Jannah through whichever gate we choose. You know, maybe Ar-Rayyan, maybe Jannah Firdaus. You know, inshallah, that is the goal. And this book club was established to help us learn things that would achieve that goal. So I hope that you're benefiting from it. I know I'm benefiting from it. And inshallah, I hope that the rest of your Ramadan is peaceful, that Allah accepts your intentions, your fasts, your good deeds. Do the good deeds. Those are very important. You know, make a lot of, you know, repent. Make a lot of istikhara. I know everybody has issues that they need worked out. It's not funny. It's not. And I pray that, inshallah, we come out of this month better women, that we come out of this month changed and ready to go throughout the rest of the year, and the year after this, and the year after this. Inshallah, we make it that far, more and more like the women who came before us, because that is, you know, that's my goal. That's what I want to help you and myself do, inshallah. So I love you all for the sake and pleasure of Allah, and selfishly for my own. I will see you next Friday when we review, boom, Purify My Heart. Actually, I can't wait to dive into this book. So I will see you next Friday when we review this, and I will talk to you then, inshallah. As-Salaamu Alaikum.